Welcome to Cox Connections, a link between you, our customers, and what's happening in the community we share. I'm Kim Stanley, Vice President of Operations for Cox Roanoke. TAP's Homeless Veterans Program serves more than 60 homeless veterans each year. They may need housing, job readiness training, or job placement. Whatever the need, the program works on the belief that no veteran should be homeless after serving their country. Annette Lewis, TAP Senior Vice President of Programs, and Lynn Roberts with TAP, This Valley Works, joins us now to tell us more. Thank you both for coming in today. What a great program to talk about. Before we get started on the Veterans Program, tell us a little bit about TAP.
Well, let me just say this. Thanks again, Kim, for having us. TAP's been around for 47 years. We celebrated our anniversary on September the 18th.
Okay.
We have 5 departments that provide direct services. We have more than 30 programs, and one of those departments is This Valley Works. And under This Valley Works, we do a wide variety of things, from education, going out and retrieving dropouts, to working with middle and high school students so that they would stay in school and maybe be the first in their families to go on to college, GED preparation, vocational skills training. But also in 2010, we embarked upon a new venture with the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program. We learned that nearly 1,000 veterans in the state of Virginia are homeless.
Wow, that's astounding.
Yes, yes. Very, very, very alarming, because you would not think that those who fight to protect our freedoms so that we could live wherever we want to live don't even have a roof for themselves. And so we applied for a federal grant and received that in 2010. So for 2 years now, we've been working specifically with homeless veterans.
Right, and I believe you've had over 140 go through the program so far, which is
correct.
Just phenomenal, that's for sure. So how many, what area do you serve? Why don't you talk a little bit about that for the veterans?
Generally, we serve the Roanoke area and then the surrounding counties. Okay. And occasionally, we get calls from out of the area for veterans who have heard about the program somehow. But the VA, being in Salem, draws many veterans here.
Okay.
So that's where many of them come from, as referrals from the VA.
Okay, so through the Veterans Administration in
Yes.
Salem. Okay, all right. Why is this program so important? You talked about how many homeless veterans are in Virginia, but why is it so important?
Well, I think Lynn, who is the coordinator for the program, can speak specifically to a number of the needs, but again, they're homeless, and homeless individuals have a number of needs, resources, other resources in the community, be it mental health care, be it substance abuse assistance, or be it just basic clothing, hygiene products, as well as employment. In order for them to be self-supporting, they have to have employment.
Right.
And so we work with employers in the community to help them find jobs. And we also provide them an opportunity to gain some on-the-job training prior to the employer hiring them. That helps the employer to know that they're getting a quality employee. That helps the veteran to feel good about himself and feel that there's an opportunity for him to get out of the situation that he's in and go on and be productive in society, because everybody wants to be productive.
Right, right. How do they find out about the program beyond the VA? Can they come directly to TAP, or do they have to go through the VA?
They can come directly to TAP.
Okay.
A lot of referrals come from veteran to veteran. Shelters refer veterans to us. And one of our jobs is to get around and make the program known in the area so that we do get referrals.
Okay. You talked about getting a grant, but how else is it funded? How else is the program funded?
Well, one of the things we are starting this year is a Welcome Home Fund. We're fortunate to have the federal grant, but there are a number of things that we will not be able to afford, and we're finding that Veterans have a need for transportation, and so we do our best to support that. And some of them may not be able to get employed or sustain employment, but they have some great skills and they could be self-employed. So we're starting a Welcome Home Fund where veterans will serve on a loan review committee and make decisions about borrowing money that they would pay back. So it would be revolving for us if we get enough funds so that can be supporting them with their support services that they may need, as well as if they need to start a business and helping them to get that started.
All right, well, we're going to watch, you guys have produced a video. It's a very touching video, and we're going to watch a piece of that right now.
Thank you.
A home to me.
Sitting down together as a family to eat supper.
Place where you can kick back in the recliner, spend quality time with your family.
Always feeling safe and secure. My proudest moment while I was in the Air Force, I was on a tour in Germany at Rhein-Main Air Force Base, and we had a medevac unit. And when the plane came in with the sick patients on it, the first thing the patient looked up to me and said, "Thank you for coming to get me."
My proudest moment in the military was when they put me in as a section chief as an E4.
I would have to say my proudest moment was the day I was sworn in and I gave oath to serve and protect my country.
There's this great misconception that veterans have got it made once they serve, that they get services for life and whatever that they need, and that the VA will take care of them. That is so far from the truth. The veterans need services as far as transportation to and from the job, life skills, conflict management, financial management classes. They need help with clothing and getting a nice suit to wear.
What a great video, very touching. Thank you for sharing that. How can people get involved? You know, not just donations, but employers can get involved as well in this wonderful program.
Well, certainly we welcome employers to contact Lynn Roberts. One of the things that employers should be aware of is that the grant that we have allows us to be able to pay the employers for a period of time as they kind of test the abilities of that veteran to do the work. So we have on-the-job training paid by TAP for them. So we welcome any employers that are interested in that. Of course, we hope that after that they will be able to find employment.
Right.
Lynn can be contacted at his office at 302 2nd Street in downtown Roanoke. The zip code is 24011. His phone number is 540-283, 4908.
Okay, great.
4908.
All right, so in addition to the donations, the employers, and what a win-win situation for them. You know, they get paid while the veteran's learning, and then once they hire them, they've got a great employee as well.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being on the show. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
so much.
Thank you. Still to come, Roanoke Valley residents are the most charitable in the state. Find out more after the break.